Hey everyone, it's Mallo, your host of Identico After Dark and the creative director here for Identico. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that this episode is brought to you in part by Gamers Heaven and their newest location just north of Seattle, Washington. There, in a family-friendly and welcoming environment, you can play tabletop or video games, read manga, or just relax with friends and sample some amazing drinks from their boba tea bar. If you want to learn more, log on to gamersheavenseattle.com to see hours and location. Now let's get on with the show.
Hello, Fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Good evening and welcome to the second episode of Chaos Inc., a noir actual play set in the universe of Identico. Joining us again tonight is Steph playing Apex.
Hey.
Caleb playing Zed Lane.
Howdy, cats and kittens.
Kaylee playing Joan.
Why do I always have to follow him? I can't compete with that.
I'll change it for next week's show intro.
Thank you. Randomize that a little, please.
All right. And finally, Michael playing Maxi.
How do, cowpokes?
Oh, well, that was new. All
yeah,
right.
I can't follow that one either. We should just randomize it.
I'm Alex the Humanoid, and I'll be narrating our game tonight. Quick announcement, we are doing an Identico swag box giveaway at 100 followers, so give us a follow. As soon as we get 100 followers, we're sending that out to somebody. I'm sure Shawn will tell me how he's going to randomize that in Numberland. But there's going to be a lot of good stuff in there. There's going to be books and prints and pins and actually all that stuff that Caleb has hanging out behind his screen there. So there's going to be a bunch of stuff in there. So, but with that, last time on Chaos Incorporated, Zed, Maxi, and Shawn, who work for the Brazilian cybernetics and technology company Omni Silicon Executives, were summoned by one of their vice presidents at Omni and were told they were being sent to Silicon City in North America to scout the city and determine the best way for them to get into the market and, more importantly, get seated on the corporate council. Simultaneously, Apex was called by an old friend of the family, Professor Alondra Pinero, and asked to meet the team coming from Omni and act as their guide in Silicon City. She's also tasked with simultaneously evaluating them for use in another secret endeavor that she is involved in. The characters arrive, are given an apartment, and begin doing some preliminary research, and while they're doing that, Shawn is hacked by something, who popped in just to say hello to them. They go to dinner with Alondra and get more information on the ups and downs in the city. At dinner, the team learns that Apex and Shawn are actually already acquainted. When they return to their apartment, they're doing a quick surveillance sweep, and Maxi noticed that there is a surveillance team in another building a couple of blocks away, and they're watching them. Maxi's response is to fire 5 rounds at the window holding the surveillance team, and after a police drone responds. They're unable to hack the police drone, but Shawn is able to hack the local network of traffic cams and get pictures of the car and the people in it. As this occurs, there is suddenly a very loud knock at the door, and without further ado, we will pick up where we left last week, which there has been a loud knock.
So I am going to shoot everyone a look, walk over to the door. I'm going to guess the door has like a snazzy video intercom screen.
Yes.
I would like to turn that on and see who is knocking at our door.
There appear to be 2 Silicon City police officers. They're wearing black cargo pants, combat boots with padded armor on the thighs. They're both wearing web belts with a variety of who knows what implements. They have body armor on, and then across their body armor, you see the words police and then corporate logos, basically like this police service provided by Blackstone. And then on the back, funded partially by 3V Property Development. They kind of look like NASCAR jackets. And then in and amongst there's a badge. They say, yeah, we received reports of weapons discharged from this building. Can you open up, please?
Yes, officers. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm going to open the door. Good evening. We were actually just in progress on filing a report with your office, and here you are already. Thank you for your prompt arrival.
So, I have some drone footage that shows an individual firing from the balcony down toward Layton Street. Can you bring that person here, please?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to wave over to Maxi. We are new in the city, and we saw that there were some, I would call them unsavory individuals.
Why don't you let me get a statement from the individual who fired the weapon?
Absolutely. We are happy to cooperate.
Maxi will come over. He has been called.
Can you please present us with the firearm, sir?
Oh, he's carrying it. He's carrying it with like stock and barrel. No hands off the trigger.
Okay, we're gonna take that. Can you please present your chip for identification?
Certainly. And he holds up his forearm.
He takes his glow and boop. He goes, oh, I see. Your name is, last name, how do you pronounce this? Koenig? Koenig?
Koenig.
Where are you from?
Here.
I don't show a residency in Silicon City.
Well, here is a general term, sir. Again, I am from the same place you are from, which is the planet we are on.
We got a chucklehead here, do we?
No, I actually have no official place of birth, of residence. I was born on the open water.
You are here on a visa, however, secured by your employer.
That's correct.
Realize that discharge of a loaded firearm, it can be prosecuted as a Class 3 felony, and your visa can be revoked.
I was unaware that was a felony.
You've been to a city before, right?
Well, certainly, but in this case, I was discharging a weapon in what I believe was self-defense.
Okay, who was attacking you?
We were being surveilled.
You see the other cop taking notes on their glow?
We were being surveilled by a number of individuals at a building across the way. I could not, unfortunately, discern the reason for the surveillance. However, I thought some warning shots would dissuade them from future surveillance.
So you were being watched by mysterious figures.
I'm going to step back into the conversation here. Mr. GM, I would like to spend some of my ID points.
Okay.
I'd like to spend a friend in high places, if you would be so kind.
Ooh.
Okay. What kind of friend are you invoking here? And that'll determine the cost.
I would like to know their commanding officer.
Oh, how about their commanding officer's commanding officer?
I don't know if I have that many points. We'll see what the bank set tells me I have to spend here.
I'm gonna give you. This one's gonna be a 1,500 point burn to know that precinct's commanding officer. You do know that person's commanding officer. Stand by 1 moment, please. So the commanding officer is named Captain Debbie Pineda. For the local precinct.
Debbie, or just Debbie?
Just Debbie Pineda, sorry.
Oh gosh, I wish she was Debbie.
I kind of like Debbie.
Well, she's Debbie Pineda. It's an affectation.
Oh, like hyphenated.
Oh,
Yeah.
So while they are talking, Zed is going to. Zed never left this area, but he's going to very casually reassert himself, and he's doing that body language mirroring. So I am like matching myself and my posture to the officer we're speaking with.
Okay.
In a very "I'm your friend" tone. say, officer, this was truly a misunderstanding. We are new to the city. Clearly, our friends here are unaware of what it takes to be part of the refined culture of this fair city. In fact, such as, what was her title? Is she a lieutenant, captain? Captain. Such as Captain Pineda. I'm sure you could agree that someone like her would clearly understand the faux pas of moving into a new town. We've been here for less than a day. This is purely a mistake.
Okay, so I'm going to let you choose. You can either use politics or persuasion. This is an opposed against both of them.
Can I help?
Oh gosh.
Do you have a charisma? Yes, you can. You can apply your charisma modifier to his.
Okay, well, my charisma modifier is a 0, so...
Doesn't help, doesn't hurt, but it's there.
All right, so I'm gonna use persuasion here. Although that was one of the ones I couldn't find on the skill trees.
No, it's the old. See?
Yeah.
I'm on the other one.
I could use politics. Politics is on there.
Go politics.
All right.
Is there a way that I could quickly, using a tech skill, I have a plan, but what I would like to do is see if I can suddenly, in the background, connect Zed's comm to Captain Pineda and have it ring at a very fortuitous moment.
Yeah, give me a software check.
You got it.
Okay, what did you get on there, Caleb, while Kaylee is rolling their software?
Modified 20.
Modified 20. Okay. One of the officers looks a little like, what's the word I want to use? He looks kind of stricken, right? Like, ooh, this guy knows our captain. Right? The other one is kind of like squinting at you, like not quite sure what to make of you right now. And Joan, what did you get for your software check?
27.
Okay. Right then, your glow rings, Zed.
And the ringtone, by the way, is a very kind of a backbeat Latin jazz fusion music that's very popular in the indie clubs right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Love it.
So the officer that is clearly giving me the confused look, I'm going to shift my view to that person. Again, very subtly adjust my stance to theirs. Pull out my glow. Well, speak of the devil, Captain Paeta herself, and I'm going to pop that shit on AR screen video call for the room. Captain, you knew I was here.
Zed, I just had not had a chance to stop in. I heard your flight landed today.
It did, and the first thing I wanted to do was come visit you, but we had to get settled. I had to introduce my companions to the town, and you know me, I had to go shopping. How are you? How is the family?
Oh, they're doing wonderful. Suzanne is getting ready to have another baby.
No.
Oh, I'm very serious. It's wonderful. So here's the situation, Zed. What happened? It looks like your friend just decided to pop some shots off out the balcony.
Could we say there was an accidental misfire, and you can put this on my tab?
I was cleaning it and it went off.
Shush. Don't listen to him.
Give me a deceit check. In this particular case, this person is amenable.
Trying to do math. 25.
Okay. Captain Pineda goes, okay, here's the situation. We got to log it as a report. We're going to call it an accidental discharge. Okay? Okay. But do me a favor, Zed. Try to not get any of my officers sent over to your place again. Don't attract any unwanted attention.
I absolutely promise it will not happen again.
Okay.
It will not happen again today.
Don't listen to him. Be quiet.
Shut up, Maxie.
Again, not gonna happen again.
Captain, it was a pleasure as always, and I do appreciate speaking with you again today at this wonderful moment in time.
Well, let me know what your schedule is. I'll have you over for a wine tasting.
I will send you my availability post-haste.
Okay, so lovely to see you again. Have a wonderful one. And Captain Pineda hangs up, and just then you see the officer who was suspicious of you gets a beep on his glow, and he's like, okay, well, looks like we're going to let this go with a warning this time.
Absolutely, officers. Thank you so much for understanding and being here to ensure safety and the safety of all the citizens of this wonderful city.
Have a great day. And then they walk out of the apartment.
Excuse me. Might I have that back, please?
One of the officers kind of gives you a funky look. He breach breaks it, pulls out the bolt carrier group and removes the firing pin, puts the bolt carrier group back, and hands it back to you.
Thank you.
To make sure it doesn't happen today.
So I'm going to then look at the intercom screen to watch them leave the building.
Yeah, they leave the building.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
No more
let's
doing
not
that.
do that again.
No, I am not getting arrested. What was that even about?
We were being surveilled. It was simply a method of curtailing the surveillance.
Look at where we live, man. We're always under surveillance. You know this.
You've got two hackers here. We could surveil them back. Shooting a firearm is just going to get us arrested. I'm not going to jail.
It did not get us arrested, though.
This
yes,
time.
because I was here to stop it.
Yes.
Which is precisely why you are here.
What if he'd been out buying more clothes? You would be in jail.
They bring up a wonderful point.
Point taken.
Okay.
How
so
about
no
this?
more
If you're going to shoot somebody, ask.
Or wait until they're shooting at you first. I feel like that's a standard, self-defense thing, right?
I don't foresee you asking to do your job. I will not be asking to do my job.
Okay.
There, in his defense, there are many times when it is appropriate to take action first. I don't believe this was one of those times.
This was not one of those times.
No.
That being said, we clearly do have some investigation to do on top of everything else. So, were we able to learn anything about these individuals before we encouraged them to vacate the premise quickly?
We've got some pictures of them. So
That's helpful.
Shawn will throw their stuff, throw copies of it to everybody's glow.
Maxie tosses the carbine on the closest coffee table and starts breaking it down.
Is there some kind of facial recognition program I could break into to run it against these faces, see if we can get an identity?
Yes. So there's a variety of both private and public entities that run those kind of systems. So the more high profile, the more likely they're going to have something, but also the more difficult to smash into. Yeah. So the simplest ones is, well, you can build a software bot that basically is going to scour social media to look for matching profile photos that fit those. And that's all public access
media,
data.
Right?
What's that?
Everybody's on social media, right?
We know Zed is.
The amount of private information that goes out on social media is very low because people are extremely wary about being basically brand safe all the time because their employers are constantly reviewing and everything else. So it's almost like everyone is a mini influencer in that they're very careful about what they post. And so consequently, everybody's life looks like it's happy, happy, joy, joy, regardless of whether it is or not, because that's just the culture that's that's grown up around it, but because nobody wants to be negative, because that can be seen poorly by potential employers and things like that. Lowers their social credit score.
Well, if I can start by searching that'd be awesome.
Go ahead.
That would be a software check, and Shawn and Apex, you can work on that together if you'd like.
Yeah. I will help.
And is that plus my tech head?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Now I'm rolling good. Okay. And it's software.
Good, because I'm rolling horrible.
31 total for me.
Very nice.
13.
Yowza.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, it's going to take some time because it's just a lot of data to scour. Are you giving it any parameters to start searching, like geographic? You know, obviously you could see that in the surveillance team, there were what appeared to be 2 femme presenting people, 1 male presenting person, and that's about what you can tell from the pictures. One of them appears to be of Asian descent. The one appears to be black, and the other one is white.
So I think I would start at searching those races and genders within the city and then expand from there.
Okay, and you got a 31.
Yeah.
Okay, the bot goes wandering off to do its work and crawl through social media pages. So it may take some time, but we'll come back to that. What would you all like to do in the meantime? Keep in mind, it's probably you went to dinner, you had a long dinner, you've come home, the police showed up. So it's probably getting to be about 11 p.m., 11:30.
Before we do anything else, can we get any eyes into the room they were using to surveil us?
As we talked about last time, so when they saw that Maxi had spotted them and they shut the shades. Mm-hmm. So you'd have to go over to that building and take a look. You can't see into the window.
Gotcha. But we know that they left because we followed them on traffic cams out of this general area anyway.
Yep.
So
on the images that we got from them, were they carrying a bunch of gear?
No.
So they beat feet.
Yeah.
Might be gear left over there.
Mm-hmm. Might be worth a look.
All right, Maxi, are you up for a stroll?
I am. However, I do have an appointment with a local friend.
I have
time?
lockpicks.
Shortly.
But the building wasn't that far away from us, right?
No, it's two blocks.
Yeah.
Let's take a pop over. Let's see if they left anything. I think maybe the 2 of us can go over there, and the 2 of you can stay here and keep eyes on us. Stay on comms.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Maxi will go into his room and pull a sidearm out of his bag and place it behind his belt.
Yeah, me too. Just in case.
Okay.
I thought I should have one present in case someone okays me shooting.
Now I feel guilty for telling you off about shooting.
No, I love this rule. I think this is a good rule for this group. So yeah, let's take a walk.
Okay.
Afterward, you may come with me to meet my friend, my local friend. He may be able to provide us with more information.
Oh, thank you for the invitation.
So you start strolling down the road toward Lawton, and it's a warm late spring night. You can smell the salt coming off of the water. There's a nice little breeze. It's actually quite pleasant, like from just a general like climate like perspective. The air's, the sky's relatively clear. Yeah. just very nice little night for a stroll.
I'm sure we can hear the music of some local bands at
Yeah, you actually
shops.
pass a couple of little pubs on your way to the place. As you approach the apartment building, it looks like one of the ones that's been around for a while. A lot of these buildings have been around since the early 20th century and have just been consistently restored and refurbished and restored and refurbished. Or at the very least made to look like older San Francisco buildings. So it looks like this. It's got a brick front. It's got some like weathered brass filigree stuff around the top of the door, but the locking mechanism on the door has been replaced with a chip reader. You also see about a 10-inch tall like interface, like touchscreen interface that you can use to get someone to buzz you up.
So I'm gonna say like we probably have like a conference call on our glows right now. Can either of you help us with the door? If not, I can attempt to persuade somebody, but
well, we can do it.
give it a shot. Now, on the footage, we saw them. The three of them like ran out a back entrance.
Yeah, like a side entrance. You want to walk over to that door?
I will.
Yeah.
I will check that entrance while you wait here for the door lock.
I like it.
The side entrance is just a plain steel door with a simple handle on the outside and a chip reader next to it. It looks like basically resident entrance only. But there is a chip reader on the outside of it.
Is this software
Yep.
check? Oh, okay, sweet.
Because you're going to push basically like a Huli Tools program to send to Zane's his glow.
Okay, so that is a total of 30.
You hear a audible click as the front door opens.
I'll wave back to Maxi. Hey, I found my key.
As you pull the door open, you hear the electric strike re-engage so that when the door shuts, it automatically locks.
That's fine. We're in the building, right?
Yep.
All right. And we knew it was up on like what I want to say the 5th floor. I don't remember.
No, it's like the 45th floor.
Oh,
No, it wasn't
was-
the 45th. It was like
I thought it was pretty high.
It was the
It was
5th.
like
I think we were pretty high.
This area of town, they tend to keep the buildings pretty low,
Oh, okay.
so that it
Okay.
doesn't obstruct anyone's views.
very important.
Okay, so there's a whole zoning thing in this area. So most of these are about 5 or 6 stories.
I for some reason had pictured us in like an enormous skyscraper with another enormous skyscraper across the way.
No,
You were hoping for some Mission Impossible.
I really wanted to jump.
Fine.
I wanted to jump a car from our compound over to that building.
okay.
Into their
With
swimming
magnets.
pool.
So at some point,
Yes.
I will run you through the Dubai one shot, and you can do that. I have a
Wonderful.
Dubai one shot.
Wonderful.
It's already written.
Oh my god.
Can I continue to play Maxi?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just toss that one in here as a side mission.
Sweet.
I need to level up Zed so he can hang off the outside of an airplane and climb up a building on windows.
So
So we're gonna go to where we're supposed to go.
Yeah.
So you head toward the elevator bay, and there's another chip reader there, but you've already got basically what the system's recognizing it. So basically, Zed's just got to kind of click a big button that Apex has set to his thing that says push here. Because Apex doesn't think Zed would know how to do anything else.
You know, Zed appreciates the simplicity,
Of her
and this
design.
is wonderful.
Did I have any control over how that appeared?
Yeah.
Okay, I would have made it look like in a nice font, like very elegant, but still very like press here. Like
Red button.
yeah. But also like trying to appeal to his aesthetic. So
So there's a lot of scroll work around the edges of
oh
the
yeah,
button.
it's just very like elegant.
This is press
and
here to
beautiful.
hack.
Yes.
You hear the whoosh as the elevator doors open. You step in, and it's a red carpet center with white marble around the edges of the floor. It's all gold. It's like the caricature of what you think rich people should like. It's very ostentatious on the inside of the elevator.
Maxi looks at the floor, and Maxi looks at the walls. Tacky.
Looks are all that matters. I think we're good.
So you press the button?
Yeah.
Okay. You head up to the 4th floor, and it's a fast elevator, so the door swishes open, and you step out into a hallway. It's obviously like a high traffic carpet, but it's very like nice. It's a deep midnight blue with like floral borders along the edges. There's like wood, like stained wood molding at the bottom, and then stained wood crown molding at the top of the hallway. And you see doors to your left and right.
So based on just our orientation geographically, do we know what apartment it is or where it should have been for them to see us through that window?
I'd like to use Maxi's surveillance skill to determine where the apartment was in relation to our domicile.
Go ahead and make me a roll. And do you have a watcher?
I do not. Maxi doesn't have any cyberware.
Cybernetics.
He does not have any cyberware enhancements to his senses. Come on. There it is. It'd be 17.
You're pretty sure that it's the second apartment from the end.
Very good. Are there any telltale signs of bullet fire in the hallway? Say something that have come through the door or... Okay.
Nope.
I believe it's this apartment.
I will comms back over to Apex.
It appears to be apartment 415.
This thing's still going to work, right?
Yeah, of course.
Then I'll try it again.
I don't have to make another roll for that.
You hear the electric strike in the door engage, and the door kind of pops itself ajar.
So I am going to step aside and let Maxi go first.
Maxi pulls a set of thin gloves, driving gloves from a jacket pocket.
Okay.
And opens the door with his left hand holding his pistol.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly opens the door and levels the pistol into the room, and then makes a very quick motion to clear his corner.
Okay. As you clear in, you see that the lights in the room or in the apartment hallway are still on. You enter into the apartment hallway, and there's a very small foyer with like a little tiny coat closet next to it. As you step forward past that, there's a door on your left, and you think you see down the hallway that it kind of opens into like a open concept type apartment.
What would Maxi need to do to check for, let's just say, traps, counter surveillance?
I mean, as simple as
countermeasures. Okay.
As simple as a perception check.
Okay. We'll do that.
From the other building, can we tell based on where their glow signal is coming from? Like looking out our window, are they in the right room?
Do you have a watcher, Chone?
I do.
Give me a perception check and add your watcher's D bonus to that.
Dirty 20 on the perception check.
You don't see any active surveillance or traps or anything like that.
26.
Chone, with that, you are able to determine they are in fact in the correct apartment. Maxi and why am I having a Zed? Thank you. As you step into the apartment, you smell cigar smoke, what smells like fresh Chinese food, And then coming from what's the kitchen area, what smells like, probably about 4 days worth of takeout.
Like, so there's fresh food, but then there's also the smell of old takeout.
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you going now? So again, there's a little door on your left, and then the hallway continues down straight.
So Maxi would be heading toward the room that had the facing for our suite.
Okay, so that's toward more the open concept area. You got to kind of go around.
Yeah.
So as you step in, you enter what appears to be like a living room, dining room, kitchen combo. There's a small island. On your right, there's a small bank of cabinets and like a fridge and a little stove. To your left, you see 2 more doors on the left side of what would be like this big kind of open living area. One on you, so there's basically 2 doors like so. They're both closed.
As we go into this bigger open living area space, do we see maps, screens, equipment?
No. It looks like this is where they were hanging out. You see a rather large green, like pottery style ashtray that's about the size of a pumpkin, like the base of a pumpkin. In there, you see stubbed out cigars, stubbed out cigarettes. There's like beer cans kind of on the room is sparsely furnished. There's like 3 chairs and like a small coffee table that the ashtray is sitting on. It looks like somebody came in here and set up shop.
Seeing that there are cigar butts and cigarette butts left behind, that there's empty cans, that there's like dinnerware and food, like takeout plates, Maxi will look for something to start placing evidence in. His former LEO training is kicking in.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
All right.
Well, clearly they were holed up here for a while, ostensibly waiting for us. I say over our comms channel.
It'd be
conference call.
17 on the perception.
Okay. You grab a garbage bag from underneath the sink.
All right. And he'll start placing. He'll like have one garbage bag that he's just putting like some like a couple of cigarette butts in, and cigar butts. He'll take another bag and start placing some cans in those bags. If there's any kind of cutlery or any kind of glassware that looks like it's been used, he'll place that in bags also.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the Omni database. When was this room that we're in? When was it actually like rented? When was it leased?
10 days ago.
Okay. So that means if they've been there for a few days, probably when the apartment was leased by the Corp, they were alerted and sent to watch, see who showed up.
Makes sense.
Zed, do you see anything else that might contain trace evidence?
I just pause and look at him.
Check the bathroom.
What the hell are you talking about, man? Check the bathroom.
They spent some amount of time.
Zed, as you enter the bathroom, please make me a perception check.
Maxi will follow Zed and explain. Zed, they spent
great detail.
They spent some significant amount of time in this domicile, eating, drinking, living here, and anything that they may have left their own traces of their genetic material on, it likely will link back to records inside the Silicon City databases.
21.
As you enter the bathroom, from behind the shower curtain, you hear kind of a soft.
I'm going to do a really stupid hand signal that I saw in a movie once.
Okay.
Oh, describe it.
It's the closed fist and this, and then like a 2-finger off to one side and then a circle around. I hope it's really confusing to Maxi.
I am not going to steal second.
So you were behind me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop and like back out into you, like bodily check you behind me. I think there's a dude in there.
And as you say that, the bags in his hand get kind of dropped on the floor, and the pistol comes up with a two-handed grip, and he goes in to clear the room.
Okay. So as you enter the room, like how violently are you going through? Are you like kicking the door open and now
no.
Ah!
No. Maxie's very much these are measured movements.
Okay.
He's not going in violent. He's not going in like raging. He's literally going in just two hands up, calm, and he stops for a moment. Does Maxie also hear the light snoring in the
shower?
The shower? Okay.
In the tub shower combo.
Maxie will reach one hand up and with the pistol and throw the curtain back, and then throw his other hand back on the pistol and keep it leveled roughly at knee level.
Okay. So you see someone lying prone on their side inside of the shower. It's a male. They look to be in their mid-20s, probably Hispanic in descent. They have both hands zip cuffed behind their back, both legs zip cuffed together, and then those two sets of zip cuffs have been zip cuffed together to kind of put them in a hog tie situation. And they're sitting on their side. Hanging from the shower head is a bag, like an IV bag, running down a line into the person's arm, where it's been like taped into place like very strongly so they can't jerk it out. And you see an IV line into them. They appear to be unconscious. And based on the smell emanating from their clothes, they've been unconscious for a while.
Do you give Zed like an all clear or?
Yeah, seeing this scenario, you see Zed, you see Maxie kind of pull his sidearm up. He puts the safety back on and puts it behind his back, and he waves you into the room.
I was gonna say I'm gonna use my glow for video feed, but I got my watcher on, and that's just a vid feed straight back
so
to the hackers.
Chone and Apex, you have basically the Holo TV. You've got a full video feed from whatever Zed sees.
We also have a bowl of popcorn, by the way.
Yes.
We're
like Raisinets in the popcorn.
No, ew. Raisinets are separate from the popcorn.
No, you put them in so the chocolate gets melty.
Oh, that's what you do with M&Ms. Not Raisinets.
Anyway, Chone sees the video
I have
feed.
no dog in this fight.
Chone sees the video feed and is going to zoom and enhance the IV bag. Is there anything on the IV bag showing what it might contain?
No.
Damn.
Let's check the rest of this place first.
You do see a break in the line where it looks like whatever they were doing, they were just putting in
something
through the break.
Okay, so probably just a saline.
So the bag spray saline, they're probably, you're guessing, putting it through the break in the line where there's a V out. And so there you go.
All right, so this individual can stay here for a moment. Let's check the rest of the apartment. I don't want to see if there's any more surprises. Fair?
Or then.
Once that's done, look around the person and see if you can find any syringes or other medicines that they might have been injecting him with.
Or ID.
Yep. That's actually, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, let's check the rest of the apartment. I'll follow along behind Maxie.
So Maxie will start clearing rooms.
So the first room on the left, the first bedroom, which doesn't face out, just has 4 cots set up inside of it. On top of each cot is like a bedroll and like a little like camp pillow. There's nothing else in that room. It's just this looks like they were where they were crashing.
Mm-hmm.
4 though.
Yes.
We saw 3 in the getaway car. I'm just making an observation. I got nothing else right now.
Yep. Good observation.
Seeing that there
Obvious.
doesn't appear to be anything of interest in this room, we will clear the next.
As you kick over the next room, you do see what looks like they left behind the scoping equipment, but it looks like there's wires pulled out from whatever they were using to store whatever they were recording on, they took with them. Give me a perception check.
All right. Can I use my surveillance skill instead?
Yes, you can. And in this particular case, inside this room, there's also like 4 like those fold out camp chairs. There's another like small table with another ashtray on top of it. Some more like in here, there's no alcohol cans. It's just like energy drinks, like empty like paper coffee cups, that kind of stuff. Maxi?
Maxi got a 21 on his surveillance check.
Okay, Maxi, as you're kind of glancing around, it looks like there is a like little solid state drive, like a little mini chip drive that they missed. It's like about the size of a wafer. It's about yay big. And you would normally just stick it in a glow. It's just storage.
Maxi will reach into his vest pocket, or his coat pocket, I should say his breast pocket, and pull out a small pair of retractable tongs, little tweezers, and he'll pick the chip up and like kind of put it in his pocket with the tweezers and like just leave them there. He doesn't unfortunately have any small evidence bags on him.
We now know how Maxi has such great eyebrows.
They are on point.
Okay.
Indeed.
So what are you doing now? You've now seen the entire apartment.
Okay.
The surveillance equipment that they had there, if anybody has... Oh, let's see here.
Surveillance?
Fencing, underworld.
Oh.
Actually, surveillance would work. So you can tell what it is.
I've got
underworld too, so I can do both.
Well, I made the surveillance check. Would that also count toward IDing the equipment, or do you need a separate one?
Separate one. Because you were looking for stuff. Now you're kind of taking a close look at the equipment.
22.
Okay.
Dang. All right.
Shawn?
Cool.
18, 28.
Okay. Max, you kind of unconsciously start rattling off the brand names basically and the model numbers for all this equipment. Shawn, so you've seen all this stuff before. This is pro equipment, Maxi. Like this is not like I didn't pick this up at the Radio Shack. Shawn, street value on this is probably about 15 to 20,000 souls. So definitely not cheap. And you see kind of stuffed in the closet as you're kind of looking around, Zed, you see what look like hard cases that looks like they packed them in here in, but it looks like they left them.
That's some pricey gear over there. You should bring it back.
I believe we will enact the piracy rule of salvage.
Perfect.
Well, if we're pirates here, what do we do with the stowaway?
Stowaway might be a prisoner. I feel like we need to question him.
Yeah, I will.
Did he have any ID?
I will go back and start looking for ID.
You're not going to find hard ID, but again, Apex, since you've got the near field communicator on Zed's Glow, kind of you're in control of it, you can do a preliminary chip read. It's basically surface level stuff, the kind of stuff you get. Like if somebody says, let me see your ID to get in this club, scan the chip. So you can give me a software check on that.
Let's see. 23.
Okay. Okay. So Zed goes to scan his chip, and the name's Stefan Brown, age 26. Nationality is American. Pops up on your interface. That's pretty much what you're going to get out of a surface level. It gives you a date of birth, basically. But you do have a name.
Zed, would you like me to wake him up?
Why don't we get everything out of here first?
Okay, so there is, to get all the surveillance equipment, there's 4 hard cases, and they're all about, they're fairly large.
Did the apartment we were staying in have like or even this one, like a luggage drone?
No.
Ah, dang. See, that's classy. That would have been real classy.
Taking that information and the quick look we got at the person in the tub, I'm going to feed that information into Apex's botnet also to see if they turn up anything, especially with a name attached to it.
Okay, so the bot is now working on that as well.
Such a good little bot.
On the side, Maxi is going to take a moment while we are kind of packing things up and send the information that we captured from the video feed of the car, as well as pictures of Stefan, to his friend Jose.
Okay.
To see if there's any known affiliations with any groups in the area. If any of these people can be recognized, or if any of them are known players in the like the heavy scene around here, in the mercenary scene.
Okay.
So Maxi will finish packing up the hard cases.
It might be kind of conspicuous if you're carrying a bunch of hard cases from one building to another. And then some guy who's been drugged.
Yeah.
Do we have a vehicle?
Nope.
Oh.
They were brought here by a car service.
Right.
Apex, you're used to just kind of meandering the city on foot and the BART.
Okay. Shoot.
Is there an area rug in this apartment?
No, there's not an area rug in the apartment.
Burrito
Can you spend ID points to? Yep, there you go.
Can I spend ID points for an area rug?
No, because that is not a social thing. Now I suppose you spend ID points to call a friend to bring you a rug.
Might as well call a friend to bring a car to load.
So
the box.
That's actually not a bad idea. Maxi will send Simon a note.
Okay.
His mercenary friend.
Mm-hmm.
And ask Simon if he has availability to meet him within the next 10 minutes.
He sends back $? $?
Okay.
Yeah, you can. K $?
He sends back how much?
I mean, you can charge it to the court, right?
As long as we don't go over $500,000.
And then Maxi will write back standard transport rate.
He goes. He sends back a ? Address.
And Maxi will send the address for the apartment building. And then a final note: bring a vehicle with storage
And a rug.
And he sends back a big check mark.
Maxi sends back 2 big thumbs up.
Meanwhile,
And then Maxi will then tell Zed, I have transportation arriving shortly for us, the cases, and our new friend.
Well, I'm all for taking the gear back to our place. I don't want to take Stefan back to our place.
We can take Stefan wherever we would like to take Stefan.
Do you have any... Well, obviously you have some contacts in the city. Do you think we should wake him up here? Should we take him somewhere and wake him up? I can talk circles around him. I just want to do it in a safe space, and that's
not here.
Game.
For an additional fee, I'm sure we can find ourselves a private location to speak to Mr. Brown.
Well, we've got the operating capital. Might as well use it.
Indeed. And Maxi will walk into the other room, sit down, and start eating the semi-warm Chinese food.
It is still semi-warm, like just barely. Based on your previous training in stakeouts, you'd guess they ordered this about 3 hours ago or 2 hours ago.
At some point, it doesn't have to be right now, but at some point, I want to take a look at the cigars.
Okay.
Cigars, I want to see if they're obviously I can research the brand. I want to see if it's a specific brand, something I can trace back to a specific store.
They
that type
are
of thing.
all one brand. They look like they're from Honduras. Honduran cigars are known for delivering aromas and flavors that are spicy and earthy. But
So
they are
we've got-
Honduran.
So we've got some of the butts, the wrappers.
Yeah.
Okay. So at some point, probably not tonight, but I want to start searching the area for a cigar shop that would sell these, like a
Okay.
close by one, but not right now.
Okay. Yeah, make a note.
So yeah, let's just hang out till our ride shows, I guess.
About 15 minutes later, Maxi's glow.
Hang on one quick
go
second.
ahead. Cho?
Maxi, yeah, right after that happens, Maxi just kind of, Maxi gets a note from Chon. Hey, look around. Is there any receipts for the food?
Maxi
Or
will...
a bag that shows where it came from?
Yes, certainly. Maxi will go check the bags and leftover boxes in the kitchen area.
Yep. It's the Chinese food. And actually, as you're kind of digging through the trash, you see a variety of takeout, sometimes Italian, sometimes sandwiches. Tonight was Chinese from Li Fong's. It's about 3 blocks away.
And are they actual receipts? Like,
Yeah.
Maxi will collect those and put them in a bag as well.
Okay.
Do any of them list like a tip or anything? Like, are they? Is it like a service, or does it look like Li Fong's delivered it by themselves, or did they pick it up?
It looks like they delivered it themselves. There is a tip like noted on the receipt because it's electronic, so it looks like delivery person hands them their glow.
Excellent.
You know, you put in $4.
And
whatever.
again, Maxi doesn't have a watcher, but Maxi will certainly use his glow to send images of these back to Chon.
Chon, it doesn't take you long to map all the locations. All of them are within 4 or 5 blocks, all within, easy delivery radius. It looks like it's mostly lunch and dinner. The receipts you find, you actually look like they were going to a local coffee shop every morning because you find some receipts from there. It doesn't look like delivery. It looks like they were walking by and, grabbing pastries like, donuts, danishes, coffee every morning.
Can I search to see if I can locate Li Fong's network?
Yes, give me a network check. Backdoor it through their website.
18 plus 31.
Yeah, you're able to backdoor and find out where they are through their online ordering system, which sends the online ordering system is designed to send the order to a specific IP address, and you're able to isolate where that is.
Oh, the online ordering system is actually exactly what I'm after. I want to see if I can get the glow record of who ordered it to be able to backtrack who owns the glow.
Okay, give me another networks check to isolate that section.
Hackers be hacking.
Natural 20, so 26, 39. Oh no, search. Sorry, 36.
It looks like at one point or another, all three of them ordered. One of them's name is Bethany Patrick.
Okay.
The next one is Piper Marshall. And the last one is Samuel Blackmore. And that's Samuel with a Samual.
Okay. Blackmore, like Richie Blackmore?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take those names and feed them over to Apex so she can throw them at her bot.
Apex, go ahead and give me another software check to boost your bot.
Gladly. That is 27.
Okay. And with that roll, your bot comes back with 3 profiles in about 90 seconds.
Sweet.
That's freaking teamwork.
Oh yeah, high five.
That's called using everyone's skills.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Sweet.
You have 3 social media profiles. None of them list an employer. None of them. Apex or Chone, go ahead and give me underworld checks.
Did you feed those names back to Zed and Maxi as well?
Yeah, I would have sent them to your glows as well.
Okay. Once Maxi gets those names back from Chone, Maxi will then forward those on to Jose as well, and with a brief, again, a text back to him saying, please research for our meeting.
He sends you back a...
Is it the Fonz?
Yep.
It's the Fonz.
It's the sideways double thumbs up.
Nice.
It just says A. 16 on Underworld.
Okay. With that, Apex, do you have Underworld? Did you want to roll too? I don't know if you did or not.
I don't
You can
have
both do
points
it.
in it, but so is it just like a straight D20 plus my charisma? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, well,
So-
18.
As long as you have the street core skill.
I do. So that's 18.
Okay, so between the two of you, what you're able to isolate is that these look very, very typical of freelancer profiles, right? They don't mention where they're going. There's big gaps. But, freelancers got to have lives too. They're on Bumble. They're on Hinge, right? They got to do stuff. They go out and want to take Insta selfies. Okay? Like, they're not robots, But again, it definitely looks like this smells like a freelancer to you because, again, huge gaps. You'll see like a 4-day gap in posts here, and then a week, and then a month, and then like constant stuff where it looks like they're not really working for like a month, and then back to it. So that's what you're gathering from all 3 of those profiles. Give me another software check, Apex.
Okay. Oh, wow. Math. 34.
Okay. So with that, your bots that were searching for Stefan and these 3, kind of the 2 pieces of software start to work together, and they find links from all 3 of these people back to Stefan.
Like what kinds of links?
They tag themselves at the same, looks like a bar maybe?
Interesting.
It's called the Pink Derby.
When was the tag?
It's actually periodic. There's ones every few weeks.
So like maybe they work together and then something went awry.
I'm going to do the same network search as before, but try and find the Pink Derby.
Okay. Give me a network check.
Got it. 19, and not on the right page. 32.
Okay, with that, you're able to find their online reservation system for bottle service or VIP service and isolate where that information is going.
All right. I want to use to infiltrate a search spider into their system to both find the last time that any of those 4 were there and to send an alert if it sees them there again.
Okay. Give me a roll.
1929.
Okay. All right. It'll start looking.
Cool.
Good Lord.
Listen, we got one skill. And it's real good.
We'll find some shit. Okay.
I can find shit. She can crush shit. So that works out.
It's working out well. Okay.
Just wait till I pull out the virus.
That's when Maxi's glow, the boodaloo, boodaloo, and it's Simon.
And Maxi just texts side door down shortly.
He texts back, word.
Our ride, Zed, our ride is here.
Cool. Well, I don't want to push our luck with getting in and out of the building, so let's take the cases down and then we can hand them out to your contact one at a time, load them into the vehicle.
I suggest you take the cases down and I will take our friend down the side stairway.
Sure. I'm going to make a few trips though, buddy. Is that okay?
If you'd prefer to escort Stefan down the stairs, you can do that.
No. I'm just saying, he's not moving. You could help me carry these heavy ass cases. And then we could come back upstairs to get the guy. I'm up here, not in here.
Whatever keeps you quiet for the longest period of time.
This is Belize all over again.
No, you were more quiet in Belize.
Fair.
So Maxi will start piling these. There's 4 of the hard cases you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So Maxi will start assisting Zed with getting these 4 hard cases out to the elevator and down to main floor.
Okay.
I'm thinking we can each take 2 at a time, right? I mean, they're not like that big.
Yeah. So you get the cases down to the main floor to the side door. Simon and one other person who you've not met yet, Maxi, is standing there. Simon he looks like a bad caricature of Mr. Clean, right? Like 5 o'clock shadow, bald head, just big and stacked. He's from Texas. He's like
one giant pirate earring.
No, double gauges.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Hey, man, is this it?
Simon, we have one more package.
All right. And you see he's got like a pickup truck, like a big super cab pickup truck, raves, big old wheels. He's pulled down the tailgate and he's got one of the covers over the tailgate that like you can roll back and forth. He's like, all right, man, well, hurry up.
We won't be long. Come, Maxi.
Are you talking to yourself in third person now?
Come, Zed.
Zed is coming.
So we'll take the elevator back up, and then we will grab our friend. Maxi will basically throw him over his shoulder,
and I can follow after with the
IV. Carrying the IV bag.
Yeah.
If you could be a human IV stand, that'd be great.
In the bathroom, in the cabinets or anything, was there any other medical equipment?
Syringes in the garbage can.
But not like a stock of them.
No.
Just used ones.
Mm-hmm. Looks like there are 12.
And is there any labeling on the...
No.
Okay. But I'm going to
Just grab the bag.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab the trash bag.
Sharps.
Yes, I'm going to grab the sharp box and bring it with us.
No, they don't use a sharp box. It just sits in a bag.
I know.
They were nice enough to put the little plastic caps back on the sharp when they were done, though. So, you know.
Almost kind of them.
How polite.
Gotta use a sharps container, man.
So, you come back down the side stairs. Fortunately, it's late at night, so you don't run into any other residents. And as you come out the side door, Simon looks at Maxie and goes, "Price just doubled."
Fine.
Throw him in the back. Probably on the floor of the back seat, so we don't bounce around or nothing. He alive?
He is breathing.
Oh yeah, throw him on the floor in the back seat and let's get the fuck out of here.
Still snoring.
We will. We load Stefan into the back of the super cab.
So, where am I disposing of this at?
So we're going to be taking the cases back to our abode. However, we do require a private facility in which to speak to our friend. So if you would like to add that to the tab.
He goes, all right, well, let me think for a minute. He goes, does it have to be inside?
No.
I got a place. Come
The
on.
weather is mild enough. We should be able to speak to him outside.
All right. So you guys pile in the truck, and Simon goes, all right, where am I going first?
Let's take the cases back first.
Yeah, let's drop off the gear.
Okay.
Hey, Apex, let's run downstairs and get the gear from.
Yeah.
We'll meet him at the downstairs.
This ridiculous, like, triple lifted super cab truck,
Pulls up out front.
like literally like coal burning outside the.
Are those
It's
truck nuts?
yes.
I thought those were outlawed in like 5 years ago.
Gosh.
I have my freedoms of expression.
Americans.
Okay, man.
Texans.
So, do you guys need help with whatever you're doing? Do you want us to just keep doing our thing?
Yeah, you
Zed?
stay here, stay on comms. We'll just feed information back and forth. Whatever comes up, y'all can keep an eye on it, and we'll see what happens.
I know you are concerned. I did not shoot anyone.
I appreciate that. Please don't shoot this guy before he tells you what happened, because
I will not shoot him before he talks.
Okay, because it's possible he could help us
As I
if he
said,
turned against the others.
I will not shoot him before he talks.
Okay.
That's
And maybe
the best you're
consider
gonna
what
get.
he says before considering if you're going to shoot him. That's all I can ask. Okay, good talk.
Shawn grabs two of the cases and starts trudging back upstairs.
Yeah, Apex will do the same.
Okay. You drive for about an hour and 10 minutes across the East Bay Bridge, past Oakland, toward the eastern fringe of Silicon City. At that point, Simon pulls up at the entrance to a junkyard, walks up, goes up to where the chain is. Looks like there's an electronic keypad, like padlock on it. He pops in some stuff. He clicks it open, slides it open, pulls it just inside, stops the car. He goes, all right, you can do whatever you want here. Ain't nobody but a waste processing plant for 2 miles.
Perfect. I will await your invoice.
No ride back? Okay. And he leaves you and drives away.
Did you seriously just let him?
And as soon as you drive away, Maxie, a message pops up, an email on your globe that says invoice from Simon's Waste Disposal.
Oh boy.
For exactly double of what you originally told him.
Maxi does not appear surprised.
I have no words. Here we are.
We can call for a car service from here. Simon did not need to be involved any further.
Is there like an office or a building anywhere, or is this just
it's
literally
just a big? It's got a
Junkyard.
12-foot tall, like thin link, like hard to cut chain link fence with 3 layers of razor wire with some spikes on the top, and it's literally just a place where they bring stuff in. It looks like a scrapyard. Like there's cars, there's maybe that might be an old industrial ROV half taken to pieces. There's just junk. It's Junkyard.
All right. Well, let's get away from the entrance.
That's a good idea.
And has this guy moved at all? Has he woken up at all?
Not a bit.
All right. And by this point, it's like 12:30, 1 in the morning.
Oh yeah, like 1:30.
Cool.
Actually, in the meantime, while they were driving out there, Apex and Chone, what were you doing for that lovely time period?
Chone was
I
probably
assume
going
you were
over.
listening to Simon's witty repartee.
No.
No.
Chone was looking over the shiny new toys that were brought to us and going over them
They're
to
really nice.
see if there is any leftover data that wasn't scrubbed
We will
somebody forgot to.
backtrack. Maxi, did you give them the chip? The data drive?
Maxi would have given them everything. So he would have given them the garbage bags full of evidence. He would have given he would have made sure they had the bag full of syringes. He would have made sure they had the chip.
Okay, where would you like to start for your 90 minutes of fun before they get to the next piece?
Let's start with that data chip.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Who's got crypto?
I have a crypto.
I do.
Okay.
Is
You have
single crypto?
cryptography?
Just one. Just a crypto.
You pop it in and it's encrypted.
All right, time to crack it. This is going to take a little time.
I'll pop some more popcorn.
You pop more popcorn. There's actually a wide variety of snacks. You look in the freezer and they've got those little mini ice cream cones with the chocolate tops. They've got ice cream sandwiches. They've got French fries. They've got, again, the company stocks this and it looks like they've got a service that does like personal shopping. So there's like iced coffee bottles in the fridge. Like, everybody's like, oh, that's right. People are all corpse. So like the place is not only top shelf liquor everywhere and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's a very it's an industrial size fridge in here. So they've got like burgers and steaks and chicken and like real meat, not soy meat. You know,
white truffle popcorn.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's
That's what we're eating.
The good stuff.
Yeah.
It's Whole Foods.
Yeah. I'll holler from the kitchen. I'll be like, Chone, we never have to leave this place. This is
I know.
awesome.
Do they have cheese
Hack
balls?
all day. Let me look. I'm sure they probably do. Are there cheese
That's
balls?
27.
Okay, yes, they have cheese balls. In fact, they come in a giant, one of the big tubs.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'll grab
Costco
those.
style.
You can almost
Yeah.
get your head in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab that and like the iced coffees.
You guys have managed to make
Like-
chat hungry, so that's good.
I'm getting hungry too.
Okay,
We got
So-
snacks.
so what'd you get on your crypto roll?
27.
Okay.
Almost maxed out.
Yeah. With that, you're able to get most of the files decrypted. There's a few like base files that they're incoming files that you're having a hard time with. So the Cliff's Notes version of what you find is you kind of skim through all the data. There's a lot of data files of them staring at an empty apartment. There's some messages out like right when they get this. Looks like it's a dupe drive where they were basically mirroring everything they were sending out for whatever reason. And so it looks like there was a flurry of messages out when you arrived yesterday.
Okay.
Right? They got good pictures as you got out of your car service and entered the building. They got good pictures of all of you as you came back from dinner with Alondra.
How is Zed posing in every one of these pictures? Like,
Very
if you look,
well. That's how.
if you look, the light is hitting him perfectly in every shot.
So
I think
lives
it's
in
a skill.
golden hour.
He's got a talent called smile for the camera.
It's always golden hour here, baby. Always.
Okay.
they definitely were looking for you. Specifically, they didn't know who you were initially. They knew somebody was coming up from Omni. They were dispatched to look at you. There's no reference as to why,
Okay.
but your guess is these are freelancers who were hired by somebody to stake out your place, and not like they had pretty strict instructions. What you find in there in the initial, basically the post orders, is it's watch this building. When you get confirmation of who goes into that apartment, like take pictures of everybody as they're going in, but once you get what's in there, send it to it's a code name, and then that's it. And they're but do
is
not
there any
approach
record of the data trail of where they send it to? Or would that be on the Glow's prompt?
Yeah, give me a software check. You're gonna have to try and extract that.
Hey, Apex, take a look at this, would you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it to my teammate here.
Okay.
Because she's better at that than me.
Oh, wow. 35.
Yes.
Okay. It's basically an IP dead drop.
Lame.
The only thing you get out of that is that the code name of the person they've been sending it to is Redcap.
Red cap. Okay. I will send that information to Zed and Maxi and tell them to ask Stefan about Red Cap specifically.
We'll leave out some milk and bread if we need to.
Nice. Very, very subtle, actually.
Okay.
That's a genre jumping joke there. Kids, multi-talented.
Woo!
You're a triple threat, my friend.
What's
Okay.
the third thing?
It sure ain't looks.
He's got the shiniest dome.
Are we still with Chone and Apex at the moment?
Is there anything else shown in Apex? They've got 90 minutes. They've probably wasted about 60 of it just kind of doing that.
There was at least 3 minutes and 30 seconds making popcorn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We've been snacking this whole time.
They don't use a microwave. This was like a fancy air popper,
Oh.
like flavor injected.
Now I'm getting hungry.
I know.
I haven't had movie theater popcorn in over a year.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Shut up.
It's bad for the soul.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, we want to investigate the equipment, right?
You did. I mean, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
You.
okay.
Your group has a good idea of the equipment and what it's worth on the street. You already have the identities of the people who were operating it, so you do get some fingerprints, which will allow you to confirm it pretty quickly. But that's about all you get off of that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if we have time to spare, it would be nice to start to see if we can track that person who hacked you.
It would have been one of these people, we thought.
It does not appear to be one of them based on the notes in their surveillance.
It's somebody else.
We could try to do a little digging.
I'm not even sure where to start. Their backtrack was covered so well. I had nothing. Hang on. Let me make a quick phone call about something, and then we'll dig into this. I'm gonna spend some ID points, and I see friends in low places and friends in high places. What if you have friends in like works in a lab?
Friends in purgatory?
What are you trying to do?
So I don't have access to a mass spectrometer. So I basically want to courier these syringes over to somebody who can tell me what was in them. Do a chemical analysis.
Okay. You can actually probably send that back to the Intel division.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We have an Intel division.
Oh, wow.
So they actually tell
Way more
you-
expensive than the AMD division.
They actually tell you that you can use a attachment from your glow to do it, and they can do the mass spectrometer from where you're at. It takes them about 10 minutes, but they tell you that the syringes were full of ketamine.
Oh, well, Maxi Zed, he'll wake up with a raging headache pretty soon, but they've been keeping
Based
him
on the-
unconscious.
Based on the number of syringes, he may not wake up for another day or so.
Oh.
Well, it
Like,
depends
you're
on the amount of
talking to your-
time.
You're talking to your Intel division, but you're guessing based on how long they were in the apartment. Like,
Yeah.
you're guessing this guy's been dosed for 5 or 6 days.
Oof.
That's heavy duty crap.
What did this guy do to deserve that?
He really fell down the K-hole.
Yeah. So I'll pass that information on to Maxi and Zed, and then we'll turn our attention to see if we can see if Apex can find anything about the person who got into my network.
Give me a networks check.
Woo! Will do. Let's see. That is math time.
Whenever she says math time, it ends up being good for me. I'm okay with it.
33.
Okay. They're still there. They masked themselves, but they're still there. And when they realize that you've seen them, you see a avatar, for lack of a better term, pop up on the big screen where you were watching Zed and Maxi earlier. And it goes, "Hola!" And it's a little like stick figure with a sugar skull face.
Hello.
The sugar skull
Okay.
face smiles.
I'm gonna try and run a back trace on this.
Give me another networks check.
Come on. Ugh. 28.
As you do it, you start to get pings all over the place. It says, "You'll find me in good time, my dear persons."
Wait,
It
What
says,
do you
"And
want?"
relax, I'm a friend.
who are you?
A friend?
Okay, friend. What's your name?
Oh, I have many names.
So do I. What's one that we can call you by?
You can call me Pero.
Pero?
Pero.
Okay. Okay. And why are you watching us?
Oh, I'm just making sure you're okay.
And why
Why-
wouldn't we be?
Why the concern?
Don't know. Just know you're important. Not sure why yet.
Important to who?
Oh, lots of folks.
There.
Anyway, I'll just be hanging out. By the way, ketamine, that's a hell of a drug. And then the avatar disappears.
Oh boy. So many questions.
Joan's just sitting in their chair fuming. Just like almost, it's a pout fume. So there's like sad face, but anger face, all in one. Just kind of.
Is there a part of Shawn where they are a little bit like awestruck? like is there any part of it that's like, wow?
There's a little like, how did that person do that? I need to know how they did it so I can beat them.
Their response is reasonable. Okay, backing over to Maxi and Zed. How long are you gonna wait? Shawn sent over the information that they might not wake up for another day, but you have no idea. Does anybody have medical? Any medical skills?
Why would we need that?
As we determined before the game started, I have money. I don't have medical.
Yeah, my initial concept of Maxi included medical, but when I started spending points, I skipped medical.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that being said, could we buy like a counter agent? As a player, I don't know enough about this to say the right words.
Do you have Underworld?
Yes.
Give me an Underworld check.
I would love to do that.
We gotta have.
Need to
We're gonna
look
have
up how much it is.
We gotta have a black market guy make a delivery to the junkyard.
It's just normal for them, right?
Who needs medical? We have Underworld.
We have Prime.
To borrow the parlance, a dirty 20.
Okay. There is basically a advanced form of Narcan or naloxone that could counteract it. Most EMTs carry it with them. Most cops carry it with them. And then, anywhere that does recreational drug use, which is fairly common now, most of them keep medical staff on site that have something equivalent to, like I said, it's a hyper version of Narcan or naloxone, but instead of just working with opiates, it works with a lot of different narcotics that cause overdoses.
So
I mean, it's not something you're going to pick up at 7-Eleven, but it's also not unheard of.
So I'll talk this over with Maxi. All right, so we could buy a counter agent. We could wait it out. If this guy has been drugged for days, I don't necessarily want to jack him up more. But I also don't want to waste time.
Shawn, give me another networks check. Because you're still jacked into Zed, and you guys are both pulling feed from everything that Zed and Maxi have available. Their glows, their watchers, stuff like that. Okay.
25.
Okay, someone is tapping the link to Zed's watcher. You detect him pop into the system.
I want to start a back trace on that.
Okay.
I nudge Apex and point it out to her and say, block it so they can't see everything. Just let them see enough.
It's not the same signature as the other one that's hacking you. I'll give you that.
No, it's not Pero. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. What is with this?
But I figure Apex can run interference while I do the back trace.
So that is 31 for interference.
Ooh. And counter hacking.
And 32 for back trace.
All right. So 20. What'd you get, Apex?
31.
Ooh. Tie goes to the attacker. That would be you in this case because you're trying to attack. Okay. Like dead on. And what did you get shown?
32.
Ooh. Your back trace is moving fairly quickly and they are not able to prevent it. They are aware that you're back tracing them, but they can't quite basically ice you out. So you're continuing your back trace. Are you letting Zed know?
I'm going to leave that up to Apex because I just said let them see enough. I didn't think of it, so.
Yeah, can I shoot Zed just like a text?
Yeah, honestly.
That just says got a bug. BRB. Don't say anything over comms.
Well, I can also turn my watcher off.
Yeah, am I preventing them from viewing?
No. No, don't let them see too much. So you didn't ice them out of the system.
Oh,
what you're doing is you're
it's like you're letting the trace stay live so you can backtrace it.
Okay, so
I will look over at the wonderful junkyard vistas for no apparent reason.
Yeah, I'll say you're being watched then.
Well, I sure hope I don't look down at my phone to read that.
That's why she's in control of your watcher now.
Right. So Apex can run like a quick loop in your watcher of the last thing you looked at while you look down.
Yep.
Right, is basically what Apex is doing. Shawn, give me one more roll.
You got it.
So yeah, I will leave it on. I'm just not looking at anything, and I'll give Maxi the cut it for a minute.
Nat 20, 37 total.
Oh, with that, you get an address, like a street address.
Pull it up on the map. Is it close to them, close to us?
No, it's downtown. In the corporate district, like in the downtown business district. There's only one tenant in the building.
Can we hack them back?
Yes, we can.
Like, can I send them a little virus?
Do you want to know who the tenant is?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess we can.
Probably wise, yeah. We do get a little excited sometimes.
Just throw viruses out. Who cares? We don't know. We're just throwing. We're already shooting out windows.
No, I was about to say. Now you understand. You know, you understand what went through Maxi's mind when he was like, "Oh, we're being surveilled."
This is the digital version of shooting out windows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So there's one primary tenant in there. They have a series of subtenants that work for this organization. It's the Western North America mission for the UN's Information and Observations Group.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Hey-oh.
Real brief to cut back. When Zed looks over at Maxi and does this, Maxi nods and then pulls a vibroblade out from like his belt. And like he looks at Zed like
So you're gonna drop a virus in there?
Okay, just so I understand, this is you said the UN?
Paramilitary wing of the United Nations. Paramilitary and intelligence agency.
Why? I don't like.
They're trying to watch whatever Zed's seeing right now.
I don't like them snooping.
Did I get that? Did I get that application off in my backstory? I don't remember if I ever submitted that. Maybe this is just part of the vetting process.
Huh. Yeah, I don't like them snooping. I kind of want to send my little virus to them.
Okay.
Zed,
Are you
about to get?
Are you going to give me a software? Give me a software check.
And so my little special virus has
Yep.
Is that in addition to my tech head bonus?
Yeah.
Or oh wow, really?
All cumulative. Yep.
Oh my gosh, so many dice, you guys.
Keep in mind that the big hackers will have some crazy bonuses.
Okay.
But it also takes an SR of 500 to hack a chip.
Okay, so that's 31.
It appears to start going off inside their system. And so describe the effect as we discussed.
This makes me happy. So it is overriding all of their data and filling all of their screens with the same phrase over and over and over and over again, which is Abigail Madison was murdered by Upgrade Yourself Industries.
Everybody.
And that is Apex's sister. And it fills all their screens.
Is it in the kernel yet?
Hang on. Oh, it's coming back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We
You
never
hear
lost
us?
you.
You all zapped out for about 10 seconds there. Nope.
Oh no.
Thing.
Oh no, did the stream get it?
So go back. I hope so. I'm
We
guessing.
never lost each other, just you.
Okay. Probably just me then. Probably I had an
Okay.
internet hiccup. So
Okay.
I know what it says. So
Yes.
you start overwriting their data. As that happens, Zed and Maxi, please give me a surveillance check.
This may come right after their surveillance
Or
check.
perception.
But
22.
They both get notifications that they're being tracked, and by who.
Dirty 20.
What'd you get, Maxi?
22 for Maxi.
Okay. Maxi, you hear a distant, right? And as that happens, you hear another, and you see, as you look up, 3 ROV drop pods, and they appear to strike at the corners of the junkyard.
Oh gosh.
Maxi, just as that happens, you hear a distant. Sounds like a drone.
Zed, we have company.
Split the party.
You fucking think we have company? Jesus. Okay.
Can we start
Okay.
masking their data signal to try and hide them from the searchers? We can't do anything visually, but at least data wise.
It occurs to you, Chone, that they've probably already isolated where Zed and Maxi are.
But if they move,
Ah.
I don't want them following them.
You can try.
I-
Absolutely try.
If this doesn't work, I'm going to tell them they probably just need to go dark completely and get out.
Run.
So,
Okay.
software or
That works. Because you're trying to cut off the network.
even better. Oh, thank you. 37.
Okay. So with that, you think you've got them cut off temporarily.
Okay. I'm updating them via text what I know at that point, and that I'm running interference for them, but I don't know how long it's going to last. They need to scoot.
What are you doing?
Well, do we run while we can? Do we try to bring the asset with us? Cut our losses?
Maxi will reach down, yank the IV out, and throw Stefan over his shoulder. We should go. Now.
Okay.
Yep.
Where are you going?
We're going to have to hightail it for the junkyard entrance.
Okay. You get to the junkyard entrance, and as Simon explained, so you get to the junkyard entrance, and there's a road. The road goes left. The road goes right. In front of you is a bunch of warehouses, and then off to your right and left, you see a postulate waste disposal plant, and that is it. That's what you see. Which way are you going? As Simon
Maxi-
explained, there's nothing for miles.
Yeah. No, Maxi looks over to Zed. The warehouses may be our best bet.
I'll follow your lead.
And Maxi will start trucking. He'll skip the first row, move into the second row of warehouses, offices.
Okay.
And
So are you going, so the road runs generally east-west. Are you going
Mhm.
east or are you going west?
So is it like one row of warehouses, or is it like
It's like a mega block of just huge buildings, big warehouses.
So he's gonna basically pass the first one, then start basically trucking into the yard of the second warehouse, heading toward the main building.
Okay. You truck into that yard, and there's a bunch of basically tractor trailers just lined up one after the other.
Mm-hmm.
Looking like
are there any cold storage trailers?
Give me a perception check.
12?
Yes.
All right. Maxi will head for the cold storage trailer.
Okay. You see the back of it.
Can he open the trailer?
Yes. It appears to be empty currently.
Okay. And not cold, because why would they leave them on if there's nothing in them? But hopefully it'll have a decent insulation. He will load Stefan into the trailer and shut that trailer, and then move on to a separate trailer.
Okay, so you shut that trailer. Zed, what are you doing? Are you just following Maxi?
Yup. I'm just loyal puppy dog.
Shawn and Apex, are you sitting back at the apartment like...
Can I look out the window, see if there's anything heading our direction?
Nope. You do not see anything.
Okay. What do you think, Shawn? Do you think we need to leave?
You just sent a
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time with the virus.
It wasn't that sweet. That's like a little special something I've cooked up.
It was beautiful. It's just who you targeted was a little
they
crazy.
Were in our business. I don't know.
Okay. Hang on. I just need a Twinkie. Don't calm down.
Okay. There's cheese puffs too.
Oh, cheese puff. That'll work.
Maxi, you find the other tractor trailer. Are you crawling inside?
I'm gonna leave the door cracked.
Okay.
And move on into the warehouse.
Okay. Who was the one that cut stuff to Zed and Maxi? Was it Apex or Shawn? Who cut access?
Oh, that was Apex.
Yeah, it was Apex.
Apex, give me another roll.
What kind of roll?
Network.
Wait, no. Wait, hang on. Are you saying like
who
blocked?
Who masked?
That would be me.
Okay.
Because she was blocking like the video, doing the video looping. I actually tried to.
You can see that someone's trying to get past your mask.
So opposed roll.
Yep.
Oh, is there a do-over?
No.
Oh.
22.
Gosh.
Okay, that was actually. So this is why I do opposed rolls, because that was actually pretty good. Good enough. Because I rolled a baseline of a 3 plus their bonuses, which are substantial, but still not good enough. All right. You think you have them masked pretty effectively. Zed and Maxi, you hear what sounds like basically like a little bird drone chopper, usually used for carrying like strike teams and stuff like that, fly overhead, but then it flops off in the distance. It shoots off in the distance. What are you doing?
Maxi, it looks at Zed. We should wait an appropriate amount of time before we retrieve Stefan and leave.
Yes, I agree. I'm a little bit worried that there's some Rovs hunting us right now, too.
They haven't found us yet, which means our friends likely masked us somehow.
Are you guys in different trucks? I missed that.
No, we're together.
Those two are together. Stefan is in
I knew that part. I just wanted to make sure that they weren't just randomly transmitting back and forth.
Right.
We're shouting real loud between a couple trailers. Just
shout whispering.
Much like Fast and the Furious. We're having a conversation in two different cars with the windows closed.
Yeah. Well, otherwise you get wind noise. And
Yeah, I mean, we don't have another play right now. This is
So how long are you going to wait?
Probably 30 minutes at least.
Okay.
Any further signs of...
Give me some perception checks.
Oh, I was going to say, knew I wasn't going to get out of that one easy.
Eight.
11?
Okay.
Oh boy.
You wait 30 minutes.
Oh. Can we like hack into those drones and track them to help them know when it's safe to run?
You're going to have to first grab local traffic cams to see if you can isolate them, because you're going to have to look for them. You're not there. So if you could see them, you'd be able to see through your augmented reality, your tech head. You'd be able to see any signals coming in and out. You'd be able to do it. But this far away, you can't see them. This is,
okay.
That's where kind of combat hacking comes into play. A lot of what you're doing, you're able to do from there. But stuff like that, you actually have to be on site to see the signals.
What about the you said they're like in a warehouse yard area, right? Mm-hmm. There's probably security cameras set up there to guard those precious refrigerated trailers.
Yep. Give me a software check to see if you could figure out who the tenants are.
Oh, Lord. 24.
Okay. You do figure out who the tenants are. You're able to isolate their systems. You're going to have to hack. You're going to have to blow past their firewalls to do it.
Okay. I just want to get access to their cameras to look at the yard to see if there's still motion going around.
Most hackers like you've got a script for, basically burrowing past a firewall pretty fast.
Yep.
Right? It's basic script kiddie stuff. So give me a software check.
18, 19, 29.
Okay. You do get into the camera system, and just as you do, what you see is what appears to be two people in dark clothes taking Stefan out of the refrigerating trailer, throwing him in the back of a black SUV, and driving away.
Oh my god.
And that's where we will end today's episode.
I'm sorry, Alex. I thought I had said that we were keeping stuff like the trailer in view.
Oh yeah, but you left the. Oh, sorry. Well, you didn't say that, so you left the door cracked.
I apologize. I thought we said that I thought I said we were looking for the trailer, keeping the refrigerated truck in view.
Did I miss that? Did anybody say
that? I don't remember it, so I
took
don't know.
it a totally different way.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Stefan's gone.
Hey, but you get to watch it. You get to watch him go because I fed the right to your glows.
Yay!
You do have some faces.
There you go. It's fine.
So, there's our lovely cliffhanger episode.
Fine.
If you're all wondering what the heck is going on, great. You're with us. Okay. I hope this is giving you your lovely thriller mystery thing. Okay, so let's go to the line. Zed, where can folks find you on the internets?
You can check me out on Twitter at @TheCalebG, and you can also hear me on the RPG Academy Twitch tomorrow night playing 13th Age.
Oh, that's right. That is a fun one. I've been listening to that one lately.
Nice.
Apex, Steph, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Starlit Firefly. You can hear me on Welcome to St. Paxton podcast. And if I can do a little plug, May the 4th on twitch.tv/Starlit Firefly, I'm doing a Star Wars TTRPG stream at 6:15 Pacific, and there will be cosplay.
Okay.
So it's going to be loads of fun. Yes.
And Shawn, Kaylee, where can we find you on the interwebs?
On Twitter at GGKaylee-sama, and you can also find me on Redemption Podcast at www.redemptionpodcast.com, where we just wrapped up our 6th season.
Saw that
today.
Big arc change, right?
Oh yeah. Our Discord's been going a little.
Wonderful. And Michael, where can they find you?
Yep, you can find me on the socials at losermlw. You can also hear me on the Redemption podcast as well with Kaylee. And you can find me on assorted Gamers Table shows. You can find me lots of different places. I'm a little bit of everywhere.
And with that, I will say you can see me again playing now a new character, Billy Gonzalez, Wednesday at 7 Pacific on Angel City Stories. This Wednesday, it's our every Wednesday show. For more information, go to the Twitters at Identico, go to playidentico.com, and there you can find links to our Discord, our YouTube, where you can catch back episodes of Angel City Stories, all of that fun stuff. And remember, I don't know if we hit 100 followers on stream tonight. I wasn't paying attention, but when we hit 100 followers, we're doing a big swag box giveaway. So find us on all those places. And everybody, have a great night. Thanks, and come see us in 2 weeks. Our next show, I'm going to double check this, will be on the 10th at 6 o'clock Pacific. So we'll see what happens to this erstwhile group of characters next. So, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.